Ahoy, crypto pirates and crypto junkies alike. Join me on this Kumbaya fireside chat this morning while we talk about how we have wronged all the other communities and we should just bring out the love and the Kumbaya-ness and come together as one giant crypto family. Yeah, just kidding. Forget all that noise. Anyway, I'm not going to apologize for the things I've said because I've pointed out the things that that I've heard these fake gurus say for so long that they've spoken out of both sides of their mouths. They've definitely shown the hypocrisy in so many situations that I don't even want to justify the way that the Hexicans came after them. I've said this in the past, and I'm going to say this again. If the crypto community doesn't like the way the Hexicans are, it's your fault you made us this way. We've been nothing but bashed over and over and over again. Now, on the other hand, I don't need to get in the mudslinging contest. Our product speaks for itself. Our community speaks for itself. And I think that as long as we're not throwing too much shade at other people's directions, I think others will see us and not be turned off by our demeanor. So the only reason I say let's be nice to others and other communities is just because their users will become our users. When they see the gains, when they see the perpetual income that comes from us, their community will become part of our community. They'll see the light. It's just going to be a matter of time. We don't have to tear down their buildings to have the tallest building in the world. We can just build the tallest building in the world using our community, and our community does it already. So, because there's two ways you can do that. Two ways you can build the tallest building. Either just build the tallest building, or you tear everyone else's down so yours is the tallest. We don't need to do the tearing down. Our product speaks for itself. So, hey, I just wanted to say there's a lot of new faces in here. So thank you guys so much for coming this morning. Orion, my man, Dorsey78, Effortless Crypto, Chemo Spaz, that looks like a new one. I'm not sure I know you, sir. Hex Futures, Ricky Spanish Dude, Vinay Papat, Rick Mel Tony, it's good to see you, buddy. Cheetah Western, Hex Monkey, Mr. Sojourner, Gnome, Hexican from Hexico. So, man, we got a lot of people. Cabana, F this, I'm out. Must have been my kumbaya, huh? Pay me Hex. What's up, Kinetics and fam? Gabbo, Wesley Sledge, BP, Downhill Swimmer, Children of the Grave. It is great to see all of you guys. I'm going to go ahead and bring these guys up here.
Forget everything he said is war.
Look at the price! No time for kumbaya. Look at the fucking price.
Kumbaya.
Dude, if there hasn't...
best.
Look at that rally. Look at that rally.
Is it all-time high yet?
Guys, no. as Crafty tweeted out yesterday, we're 0.16 cents away from one T-share yielding $1 per day.
Yeah.
Oh, you're kidding me.
We already passed that. We already did that in the early days of SAC phase.
No. 17.4 cents is the correct one. If you average 5.75 hex per day.
All right. Well, like I said, we've already done that. Just because you missed it doesn't mean it didn't happen. It already happened.
It didn't happen if I missed it.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. But it happened already. First 3 days of SAC phase, it happened.
If that's the case, there's not a lot happening in this world.
We wicked up to 22 cents, and it definitely happened during that time.
Well, no, of course, but that's a wick. We're talking about sustained. This is the way it's going to be. No. And you're going to actually get that.
If you look at the chart, this is literally where
I
price
don't look at the chart.
Over. Well,
I draw a crayon on my wall and I just make it up and to the right, and that's my chart.
Cool. Easy enough.
Yes.
That's all the TA we need, right?
I was going to say, you know what? The funny thing is that works with Hex. So we're cool with
Correct.
That.
It does.
The only thing that the price of Hex is correlated to is the price of T-shares. And as the price of Hex goes up and people ROI and the price of per Hex T-shares go up, the price of Hex goes up. So it's a perpetuating money machine is literally what it is. So, and like I said in the intro here, you guys, this product speaks for itself. people will be part of this community, whether they like it or not. They'll have no choice but to participate in this community. I mean, they can go pretend. They can go pretend in fake DeFi. Yeah, absolutely. It sounds like something that I know someone else here on the stream has said once or twice before. So
I like fake.
My favorite 2 words: no fucking choice. Hey man, you know it is what it is because again, the math dictates the choice that must be made. Not really optional. You want to get paid? Well, this is what you have to do. You don't like it? Well, kind of sucks to be you. You don't really have much of an option because what other investment option is there out there?
Yeah.
That's, as good or half as good or a quarter as good. Where is it? Right? People out here pumping, 2 to 3 X's. We laugh at that.
I know. Isn't that funny? I mean, the world you come from, Wales, wouldn't they just shit themselves for a 2 or 3X? Yes. Wouldn't they sell their mother? They slit their mother's throat to get that 2, 3X?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, while we're joking about it, the correct answer is a serious yes.
Yeah.
Like, look at what the average return has been for a simple equity, long, short hedge fund over the past 20 years. It's negative. So,
in the negatives.
In the negatives, people are shutting down their money management businesses left and right, leaving it to the big players because they're the only ones that can afford the overhead and dealing with all the nonsense and all the regulatory nonsense that they're imposing. So you have a couple of things, right, interacting with the real world. You have regulatory volatility, which is just regulators ensuring that the market doesn't move. And then you have regulatory volatility on the other side where they make these businesses so expensive to run that you can't even enter it as a small player. So you're relegated to dealing with the big funds and big money managers and things of that nature. So it's a shit show, man. And that's why crypto is, but that's why crypto is the key.
Yeah.
I may be a small player, but my fund hangs low.
There you go.
That's a contradictory statement you just made there. Just want to throw that out there.
Contradictory, was it?
And he's gone.
Jail.
And gone. Dorsey called it too. Dorsey called it before it even happened.
I'm adding him and gone. Okay, so now I thank you.
Yo, you guys are funny.
Let him think about that for a little
while.
How
is it back there, Papa B? Huh? I can't hear you.
Yeah, just private chat it to us, probably.
Yeah, you guys, I'm just I started getting on the stream to make it this morning, and I was like, my computer was running slow, and I started to get this anxiety. Not that I was late, but that I was like, man, I gotta hang out with my friends today. I look forward to these streams, man. I look forward to like-minded people that get it.
Correct.
Very you don't have to explain it.
Yeah, it's very difficult to just find people to talk to.
Yep.
Oh, there's one.
I already forgot.
Screw you, Markable.
I mean,
he has the keys to the kingdom. What's that, Will?
It could kind of be like maybe because I didn't understand it first, right? But now that I've been streaming for so long and we just sit up here and talk nonsense, I kind of understand why we do that. Because what we're really doing is just having a good time because we know we don't really have anything to worry about.
I'm set. I mean, regardless of what the price of Hex does at this point in time, it continues to pay me trustlessly every day. Like, and if I have to go get another job, that's fine. At least a lot of my income supplemented now thanks to Hex, and I can go do a passion job. I don't have to go do a grind out 8 hours, 9 hours out of the day doing something I don't like to do anymore.
Correct.
This has been my key, and this could be your guys' key too. I mean, not financial advice. Everybody's situation's different, but for me, it worked out great. But from a mathematics point of view, I don't know how you can fail.
It works
just looking at the mathematics. Yep.
It works
imagine that, like in a few months, you will have to two passive incomes.
I keep forgetting about that.
Dude, I
me
forgot
too.
about that for a
Yeah,
while.
I try not to think
In
about it
Portugal, I
on
never
purpose.
thought of it.
Do you realize how crazy that is for a lot of us? I actually checked how much of my interest was a portion of my P&L, and it's at 17%.
Nice.
I thought it was lower, but no, it's higher. And that's crazy. I'm only 9 months in. I'm only 9 months in. And this is the thing that people have. Like, this is what you have to understand. It's about timing. The longer you wait, the more you have to wait.
Yeah.
Because that's how the system works.
It's so beautiful the way it's designed. I mean, you literally are paid to be a good actor and hold up the price. I mean, how could this thing fail when you are paid to do the right thing by the system and the rest of the community?
Ladder in, ladder out, and it'll all be fine.
So I just want to address this right now. Will P-Hex kill off E-Hex? Not a chance. There's no way. It's not possible. The Hex contract is immutable. The code is unchangeable. It will not go away. So there may be more people that choose to transact on the Pulse side of things instead of the Ethereum side of things, but I even see that as being temporary, because what happens when ETH 2.0 finally comes along in 3 generations, when Cardano has smart contracts and the fees are, not super ridiculous to transact on? Well, Hex will exist there too. So in the system state that you have now. So you guys that think that E-Hex is going to be killed off, Richard says himself he doesn't want to see Hex cheap on any chain. I don't know what that means to you guys, but that tells me that most of the supply is locked up in diamond hands, and there isn't an actor that's gonna hurt that.
And remember, guys, I'm the OA, so you're fine.
Oh, see, and Markable says it. I wouldn't know that he does not speak.
No, Markable.
The views.
I am DOA.
The views.
Oh, I'm Spartacus.
The views expressed on Discourse Syndicate are not necessarily the views of us or our sponsors. So.
Who are our sponsors?
Do we have sponsors?
The Hex community. So.
Okay.
Pretty much the same people watching.
Yeah,
Program is brought to you by $sign and the letter B and the letter S.
Yeah. I think it's possible that E-Hex could be outperformed by P-Hex. I think absolutely, because like I was saying earlier, the only thing that the price of Hex is correlated to is the price of the price of
Dollar
T-shares.
cost of T-shares. The dollar cost of
The
T-shares.
dollar cost of T-shares. Thank you, Wells, for clarifying that, so that everyone, so in case that there was any confusion out there, it is the dollar cost of T-shares. And the T-share price is going to ratchet up faster on the P-Hex side, because you're going to have a lot more shorter stakes. So the ROI is going to happen much more frequently, causing the ratcheting of the T-share price to go up faster. That will tend to lead the price of the P-Hex itself to be going up as well. So yes, I think it can outperform E-Hex pretty quickly. And if you listen to Big Pep, he thinks it can happen within 48 hours of things going live, as long as there's a bridge to bridge economic energy back and forth. I think he's correct.
There will be a bridge.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
just not going to speak as to when, because the fact is that now, since we're playing amongst each other in this competitive ideal, which is trying to acquire, well, first we're going to be given these points, and then these points are going to be represented in a specific fashion within the software. The BS network, yeah.
My buddy KDM, man.
Yeah, that shit kills me every time. I've been thinking about that, and that's why Papa said dollar BS earlier, $BS.
Oh man.
Best network
Hey,
ever.
by the way, guys, Silent Yachts accepts crypto, so if we can just convince them to, well, we don't even have to. We've got USDC as our primary trading pair.
Yeah, we don't want to give any Hex to anybody that's got to instantly dump it to cover it.
It's got to dump it to cover costs.
Stupid. We're Please don't use your limit orders. Get to USDC, then buy your silent yacht. Thank you very much.
Oh, I love it.
I mean, unless you can confirm they're gonna stake it, you shouldn't even be giving away the hex.
Nope.
You shouldn't. It's too valuable. It's too valuable.
Stake
I
that
agree.
yacht.
I'm the OH. That's a good idea.
I like that. Yeah. I was just watching.
Well, in a way, it's true. Yeah. Because
I'm at least
That's
two
true, yeah.
seasons behind on Walking Dead.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking you were going to talk about that. That's the only thing
Yeah.
that comes to mind.
I'm about 2 seasons behind because they Netflix finally got the rights to part 2 of season 10. So I've been watching it as of lately. But yeah, Negan's just
Trash.
escaped, and
Trash.
I don't know why. I love that show.
You know what's
love
great
that.
about Hex? We can prepare for the zombie apocalypse effectively with all the Hex gains that we're making.
All the turrets on Henry
This
Island
is very true.
are gonna
This
keep
is
us
very true,
safe,
Papa.
and
I already did.
the turrets
already did.
will help us.
Yeah, well, we've got turrets on Henry Island, man.
Totally.
Someday when
said.
you're invited to come look at it, I'll show them. I'll show you the island.
Bro, my house is already dead. Bro. What are you talking about? You have no idea. Henry made a decoy island for you.
Hey,
so you
speaking
thought you
of
would be part
guys,
of it.
speaking of, I do happen to know of a company out there that is selling private islands in the Bahamas right now. So your own sovereign land. The only problem is you got to build out the infrastructure.
And the highest
Not
point
yet.
is like at sea level, right?
No, it's a little bit higher than sea level.
Oh, okay.
So,
High tide just like washes away all the top.
no.
gotta
start over.
Climb
No,
up on
okay.
the coconut tree to get away from the water for the night.
We can
No,
also
there's
we
tree
can also
houses
go
built.
underground.
All right,
you are
on.
forgetting about your yacht. Come on.
My yak? I got
My-
yak.
yak.
Yak, yak.
Go
Yakety
with
yak,
yak.
don't talk back.
Yes, golden yacht. Yes, you got to anchor it somewhere and pitch a tent for the night, so to speak.
Okay, Stumps, you need to explain to your friends and family that the market cap makes you $0. You cannot trade the market cap. The market cap is irrelevant. Who cares what the market cap is? No one ever thought that any of these Fortune 500 companies would be over $1 trillion in valuation. The market cap is inevitable to go up. So it doesn't matter what the market cap is, man. There is no such thing. See, they're so limited in their old school way of thinking because of the way that Bitcoin acts. It's not going to be the indicator going forward as to what the granddaddy king Bitcoin does. That's going to be a misnomer, and it's going to be proven wrong. So who cares what the market cap is? You're going to be set, dude. $10,000 on the third day at the best
Yeah,
rate.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine, man.
And
You will be
Stumps,
fine.
Also, think about what were the gains that your family had and your friends, and then
Yeah.
what were your gains? And
Yeah,
then
how many
think
of your
about who
friends-
you have to listen to? And
Yeah,
then-
how many of your friends and family are multimillionaires, decamillionaires, 100 millionaires? How many of those guys
Because right
put
now you're
people to
listening
shame
to
with their wealth?
Yeah.
like there's a billionaire is building this chain right now,
Yeah.
and he has created a product, a financial product that is fucking insane. So
Hey, Wales, can you turn off
Yeah.
the Telemundo again? I know it's you because like your icon is glowing. So
I'm actually waiting to talk, but everybody keeps rambling on. Are you
Yeah, but
done, Papa?
we're-
So I can actually
yeah,
project
fuck
over the
that. Just turn
background
off the
sound
damn
that I like to
Telemundo. I
enjoy
don't want to hear the
while
background
you
shit.
use your
You
supersonic
waiting
hearing
to talk is like my
obfuscate
dog
my
waiting to eat his
activities
dinner. It's
within my
impossible.
own domain.
He's like 10 seconds and he's like gobble 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 gobble. Wait for eating. Wait, no. Just turn on the fucking Telemundo and wait your turn.
this
You
fucking this
guy.
guy has like I mean, what do you
What?
have that lets you
Man.
hear these sounds that no other human can hear?
I have hearing. You got none, I guess. You're like, oh, I'm bored of this stream. I'm gonna watch, wrestling
Put
with
the
the
TV on because these guys are just talking
you know.
nonsense. Let me know when you're done.
Yeah, okay, all right. Why don't we just mute you until then? Jeez, man. Every stream I'm with this guy, it's like,
You're the only person that hears it, man. Haven't you noticed? Haven't you noticed that you're the common denominator, bro?
Yeah, you're like you're watching La Football or something in there. I hear like some sports announcer in the background. Oh, 17.28.
Have you seen Rio? Is it Rio 1 or Rio 2? Have you seen? You got kids, right? Have you seen that Rio 1 or 2? No.
I started watching Rio 1 and my kids got bored of it, so I said,
Oh,
"Okay, we're done."
There's this scene in there that is exactly what Bob was talking about, because in Hispanic, everybody plays soccer or whatever. And then there's this one announcer that's famous for just saying "go."
Oh, go!
Right?
Yeah.
And they make fun of that guy, so it reminded me of that.
Yeah.
Is that what you were hearing? You thought I was watching Rio? No.
Yes. No,
sorry.
I was hearing the real football game when they say he's passing the ball to the guy, and he's kicking the ball and goal. Don't you have headphones there, Wales? Come on, man.
But that's exactly what I'm wearing. Yeah, headphones.
Well, they're really good ones. They're picking up everything in the background. Your little
Well, I mean, you
15
get what you
TV
pay
displays
for,
of all the
Papa. I'm
sports.
sorry. When you dabble in high quality equipment, these are the kind of problems that you have.
I see. You've got
But
14
the issue,
things.
but you know what
You
the
used to
funny
watch
thing
the
is?
charts, and now you're watching like 14 different Caribbean wrestling matches or something at the
Well,
same
you
time.
have like high grade hearing, Papa. We need to like downgrade your hearing, man.
Downgrade
it's not
my
normal.
hearing. I'm not going to have it for very much longer. I'm old.
Yo, what animal is it that can like hear shit from a mile away?
Any animal other than human, I guess.
No.
Well, according to
Thank
Sensei Dozy, it's his supersonic hearing aid. So.
It is. There it is.
Supersonic Papa.
Totally. I can hear a mouse piss on cotton.
Yo, I wouldn't doubt it.
The what?
Nice.
Peter's face is funny.
Oh my gosh.
But
Anyway,
I don't think you have supersonic hearing, Papa B.
sorry, what'd you say?
I have here.
I have selective hearing.
A spinning fan, and
Oh.
you cannot hear that.
No, I didn't want to go
We
easy
do
on you,
always
Peter,
hear your
'cause-
nose, though.
Yeah, because the rest of
It's louder than the fan.
Slovakia does not have fans, so I wanted to go easy on you because you need ventilation. In your broom closet of an apartment with the old TV behind the new green screen that we all know is there still. I can't move it. The landlord would be so angry if I took it out of here.
Well, it's true. It's true. I cannot argue with that.
This is too funny. Papa, I can't wait to have a beer with you, man. This shit is gonna be
Right
hilarious.
on, right on.
Oh my god.
Here, you guys can share some of that green stuff you've been smoking every 3 seconds over there. I don't want no
Well,
beer.
actually, in Vegas, you can do both. So how about
Alright.
that? How about that?
Yeah. A beer chaser. Oh, this guy's funny.
Yeah, he is.
Handle this. Oh,
Yeah, you know, this is I do have those moments where it's too hard to laugh. As weird as that sounds.
oh my gosh. Can't breathe with
I
this
just
guy.
thought that'd be funny. I just
Yeah,
thought
that was
that'd be
hilarious.
funny to throw up there since that's other people's idea of staking. You can make up your losses, just stake. Hey, thank you, Alan. This is great for the $5. Appreciate it. I got this blessing. In heavy traffic, people definitely reacting to Whale's background noise. My Whale's a compressor.
But it's music in the background. That's what's actually playing. It's just music in the background.
Why? But why? Why must you?
Because my subconscious needs to be constantly
My subconscious
stimulated.
constantly,
Yeah, but
consciously,
dude, if
subconsciously.
I want to have music in the background while I'm talking to you guys, I can just put the music on these headphones, just as the same as the fucking voices.
But then it wouldn't be fun, Mark.
But then it wouldn't get on Papa B's nerves.
That's true.
Correct.
Exactly.
No,
Correct.
you're
Correct. This is my goal every
I'm sorry,
time I
man.
stream with Papa B is to make him lose his shit because he's hearing shit.
Well, look, I don't know. Common courtesy is maybe not so common, you know.
Probably.
I'm
you
just
have your
gonna
fans
snort
on?
right into the hot microphone. Just, how you guys doing? I gotta have some sounds going on in the back for my subconscious amusement. It's okay. You're not
You're
using
gonna
enough.
pull a RG and hit the head while we're.
Oh man, did he take a full deuce and wipe up and wash his hands? Or did he just kind of? Oh boy!
Oh man! Oh, this is too funny.
I think he took a tinkle, and I didn't hear the washing of the hands though. That's one thing I got to talk to him about. And I don't buy these using hand sanitizer either. I can't pull that on me.
Yeah, no.
The amount of time before he came back and he's like touching his keyboard and he's hitting his earphones, wiping his face. How you guys doing? You wonder why they got fecal matter that's found in everybody's beard markable? It's because of this. That's the way it gets there.
Yeah, didn't hear the sink washing his hands.
No,
but I think there was.
I was listening.
I think there was some eating of some food on stream right after that, though.
Oh yeah, exactly. He's like carrots and peas and chips,
and that's okay.
Yeah. Give me a kiss, wife. You got fecal matter on your beard. I don't know. Come here, you young harlot.
Young harlot.
Just a quick shout out to Mel Tony for keeping us updated with the prices while we're having fun over
here.
Dude,
I love that Mel Tony does this. Thank you, sir. Dude, it's going
Mel
up.
Tony.
Hey, you guys,
correct.
You guys like up and to the right? I do.
No.
I'm kind of a fan.
That's what she said.
Well, some like it to the left. Just saying.
Up in any which way.
Well, up and to the left, that's like into the past. I've never seen a chart.
Oh, Peter, you have to.
Oh, you're still talking the chart. Yeah, we're beyond the chart.
It's okay, Peter.
It's okay.
We just use Mel Tony for updates to let us know how rich we are.
Oh
yeah. Yep.
We don't need a chart anymore.
You know what's funny? Most of the people that are watching right now are the people that we see in chat. They were here when Hex was like 1 or 2 cents. And now that's like cool. What is that? An 80 to 85% correction away. Like it's insane. Like that's the lowest point we can probably go.
Mel Tony, you have to update us on dollar payout per t-shirt.
Oh.
That would be amazing.
Exactly.
We already went there.
And do I need to pull up the chart so you guys can see it?
Dollar payout per t-shirt.
T-shirt?
Watching.
Yeah, give us some chart porn.
Sure.
Hey, bro, did you not just see what I had on the screen?
Thanks, lads.
Oh, actually, we didn't even finish talking about the market cap situation. Like Hex wasn't even supposed to be greater than 1 cent.
Yep.
According to everybody and their so-called understanding of market cap and how it functions, right? And the thing people have to understand is that market cap is merely a function of circulating supply. That is it. Nothing further. It has no other bearing or representation on anything with respect to any system of market. Go ahead, Peter.
Even market cap of Bitcoin is wrong.
Correct.
There are 4 million lost, 1 million has Satoshi.
Correct.
What the hell?
Because those coins are not circulating.
Nope.
Yep.
And if Satoshi is really dead, why is his wallet circulating?
I don't get how it became a thing in the first place. Why?
Correct. I was actually going to talk about that.
What does it matter what the price is, and what does it matter how many coins there are? It doesn't make any sense.
No,
I always thought market cap was weird, and I didn't understand why people added value to it, because it can change whenever you want.
Correct.
We already know you can give any kind of information to a new coin that you're creating. So what if you create 1 billion circulating supply? Well, now you have 1 billion market cap, even if the if the price is $1. What? You can also just sell your coins to someone for $1, and then you're in 1 billion market cap. It doesn't make any sense. Why? And what does that matter? That's okay, right? It doesn't make any sense. So when people say something like that, I just immediately don't listen to anything you're saying about crypto
Yeah, and
because
far
market cap doesn't matter
oblivious,
at all.
I think we are still waiting for the rug pull.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. I am still waiting for the rug pull.
pulled so hard that it flew up and took me with it.
Mutiny. Mutiny time, boys.
Uh-oh. Everybody dance. Everyone's gone. What?
I'm just fucking with you, Papa.
Thank you. That was very exciting. I had the whole ship to myself for a split second. That was
Yeah, I
exciting.
know. I deleted everyone except for you, just to freak you out.
That was freaky. Did you see my freaked out face?
Yeah.
Freaky.
I was both lonely, amazed, and drunk with power at the same time.
All at the same time.
Yes. Ah.
So, everybody wants to know, is $10 still possible by the end of 2021?
What is possible? Oh,
$10.
$10, Hex $10. Because this is also, right, this is the same conversation that we were just having in reality, right? There's the same thing as talking about market cap, because how could it be possible just based on the market cap alone, right? I mean, it doesn't make sense because that's not what we're used to seeing, right? The last thing we're used to seeing is something that's worth $1 trillion.
But why even talk about market cap at all?
Because that's what people think restricts the valuation of something based on price.
Do they do that in the stock market?
Yes.
What?
But in the stock market is different.
Okay. Why?
Right? Because you have to realize, like, okay, so when crypto was first a thing, you didn't have this talk about market cap. There was no such concern because there was no need for it. It was just Bitcoin. What cap was needed? It was just predetermined monetary policy. No need was required for a market cap, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you need it for? Nothing's ever going to change. It's just going to be what it's worth, and that's that. So what happened is like, you know, everything changed from one moment to the next once another coin was created, because then the narrative had to start changing, because why did we need 2 coins and then 3 and then 4 and so on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with time, things changed, right? And then with that, they just started pulling and plugging what they wanted and what they could use to get folks to come over here and do whatever, right? Because, like, what actual purpose does Coinbase serve? Like, let's think about it. They're just a fiat on-ramp or off-ramp. That's it.
Onboarding, yeah.
I thought they based
And-
coins.
Well, they do a lot of things, right? Right? They also snitch on you, right? Because they literally own an entity that tells on you to tax authorities.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. They own that entity that does that work. So it's not a coincidence that they're the main player most places around the world. It's convenient.
Wales, go.
Yeah.
We need
$2 says we need price predictions
let
now.
him finish, man.
Yeah, it's all related, right? It's all related, right? So when we're talking about Hex, you have to take a look at the big picture always, because we have to understand that Hex is an ecosystem, right? And I shared my screen just to add effect to what we're talking about so we can actually look at something. And it's just important to understand that when we have a whole market that's been subjugated to thinking certain things, right? Like this is Bitcoin that we're looking at right now. Now, I want to bring your guys' attention to something glaring that's happening right now that nobody's talking about, because guess what everybody's waiting for? 100K. Everybody's waiting for 100K. Literally, right now. I literally keep a column on my tweet deck letting me know what the Bitcoin sentiment is, because it's a column search for Bitcoin. That's it, just the word. So I pick up hashtags, just the use of the word, whatever the case is. And that's the sentiment right now. 100K, that's what's coming. No questions asked.
Now, Wales, I'm
Yeah.
not no chart expert, but
Mhm.
may I guess about what lines you just drew and what that means?
Sure, you can guess.
Is it terrible bearish divergence?
Correct. Think about it like this. This is like, you ever played baseball before? What's a good sport? Okay, so this is like throwing something against the wind. Not a good look, right?
Mhm.
Not a good look. That's what's happening here. Eventually, the wind is going to carry that object or stop it. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's what's going to happen. So while everybody's celebrating an impending move that hasn't occurred and isn't going to, because that's the target, 100K, literally. I mean, you're 65%. You're 55% away from that point. 54, right? Like, what catalyst is there after everybody has bought into the narrative and you've wrecked them?
Yeah, and 100K is also pretty weak. Like, okay, cool. You get a 2x from here.
Correct. I mean, that's another thing, right? That's a whole other thing, right? Like, but again, we have the market itself showing us what it thinks,
Uh-huh.
right? And what it's actually doing, because price is doing one thing, but the velocity is doing another. And that's what we must track. It's always about rates of change. This is why I talk about ratios and understand ratios all the time. This is why I'm able to see things while other people are screaming, no, this is this is that. I'm like, nah, that's that, and that's this, right? Because I'm understanding the momentum, what the price is saying, right? Because while it's reading 46K, it's been reading 46K for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days straight. Really, probably, yeah, 6 days, 8. Who knows? From the 9th to now. So that's what, 8 days straight, right? 8 days straight of price of straight sideways action. And people are calling for 100K now just because it's going sideways. And they think it's going to continue to go up because it's kind of consolidating higher. But again, who's going to buy it? What's the catalyst? Is it just time? Is it just mining activity? Because again, mining activity, in all honesty, and this gets a little circular, is a function of demand. And that demand is what determines the price. Because the price of Bitcoin is very, very heavily reliant on the hash mining. That's the whole point of the system. And people just opt to ignore that fact. And that's okay. You can ignore it. The market doesn't give a shit because the market's going to make you pay. And that's what we're seeing right now, right? I mean, we can zoom out. Oh, shite. Hold on. Sometimes the computer cannot keep up. Let's do a 3-day candle. Not as attractive of a point of view, and then we're still within resistance, right? And the market typically, if it's going to punch through, doesn't play around. It just does it, as you guys can see here, right? And as you guys can see to the downside here. So we're just talking about how markets move, right, and how they behave. As you can see, we had what looks like a similar move here, but was it really? Right? Because what happened here kind of looks like you have the same thing going on here. But again, price came back. But price has broken this lower level of resistance for a while now, and we still haven't broken that upper level. And those two levels are there for a reason, right? They're not just there because they're cool. Like, they're there for a reason. So if price isn't piercing that to the upside, yet and still, right, time is a factor. You can't just ignore it. Consolidation means something, and typically it means indecision. And when that is occurring, you have to be cognizant of what the previous price move was. Right? Now, it just so happened that on this date, they had a vested interest to pump the market. And that's what we saw, because when we looked at Lamex.com that day on the 5th of August, what we saw was, where is this thing? Oh, Cardano is, wow, okay, interesting. Oh, wow, look at that. Same thing. Again, greater volume for the base foundation for the trading that goes on in this market, right? We almost have double the market cap in volume right now. Okay, and then look at what we're seeing with all of that help. Not a whole lot of much of anything, right? So this is 377 minutes candles, right? And now the reason I'm focusing on Bitcoin so much is because the reality is that every time the market dumps, I'm sorry, guys.
He was driving away.
Real
I
quick,
gotta drive away.
we got this super chat. Thank you, X Machine.
Hey, X Machine.
Market cap is still the best eye candy to no coiners. CMC and CG. Lead is eaten by Nomics every day. Enlightenment is coming. Much love, brothers. Well, much love back.
Well, you know
And
what?
maybe-
Interestingly enough, I don't know if you guys have noticed Clay talking about the higher growth that he's been seeing.
Yeah, lately it's been nuts,
It's
right?
been crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in one day, the other day, they had, I think all of like October's volume for 2020 in like one day or something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that, yeah.
Some crazy metric. I was
Pretty
like,
cool.
wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy. So it's getting serious. It's getting serious. But I mean, so I'm talking about all these things basically to say that this is a bull trap, right? The further
Yeah.
you zoom out into what's going on in the market, whether it's Ethereum or Bitcoin, the more obvious it becomes that this is really going nowhere. And that was honestly just a recalibrating move. And recalibrating in the sense that we're just setting up for another move lower because the market has to reload, right? And that's what we're seeing in these lines here, because these lines are based on what price does. I'm not going to divulge how because this is my IP, but that's what this is, right? So when you're seeing a kink in these lines, as you can see, market reacts to it after the fact. And this is what we're seeing here, right? Because these lines are based on the previous close. So
Yeah, we'll see. Like, and even if it goes to 100K, everyone's
Mhm.
so focused on 100K that 100K will be the top. Like,
yeah,
everyone has been so focused on that.
That's
for
a
the
good point,
entire
too.
year.
That's
Like,
a fair point.
even
too.
if it goes there, then it goes down. Like, that's
There's a psychological level, right?
yeah, easy.
Yeah. But my whole point is like, even if, it doesn't seem like we're going to $10 right now, we must remember that this is crypto and things move at lightning speed. And we have a lot of events coming up that are going to make people think twice about not buying Hex, even if they never
The supply-
considered it before.
The supply is so little, and
You know what's funny? I feel like I don't even have to talk about that.
well, I mean, if you want to talk about how quickly the price can go up, the moment snapshot
Sure.
or the fork date gets
But
announced.
let's take this into account. Let's remove that part of the equation. Let's talk about what happens when people find out about airdrops or whatever that they can actually do something about ahead of time. That market sees activity.
What? What are you talking about?
When a market is about to be a part of a fork or something like that, where free money is involved,
Yeah,
people jump at it like piranhas.
yeah, but it does. What does that have to do with Hex?
Why wouldn't you want
'Cause
a
it's
copy
pulse,
of
right?
Hex? Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
okay,
pulse.
but
Because the value you're gonna get,
yeah, okay, but that's after, right? So first we got the fork.
sure, but
So then,
that's the point.
so
Why
let's
wouldn't
first.
you want to double what you have? Right? It's free
Yeah.
money.
So and that's what I'm saying. Then the price goes up before the fork.
Oh,
Because
yeah. I'm
that's
sorry.
what
I
I
wasn't
mean.
hearing you saying before. I'm sorry. But yeah.
That's what
But
I'm saying. That's gonna
yeah.
boost the price.
Yeah. So you
insane. And the
have
supply is
all
so
of these
low. Then
events. I'm sorry.
no, that's it.
Oh, okay. So you have all of these events that are happening. You got an impending bull trap in Ethereum, and Bitcoin and all the related coins that move and are tied to it, because we've already seen that they're tied to each other because they're all trading on centralized exchanges. They're not decentralized. They're all one and the same. So this is why Hex does what it does, while the rest just mimic this or this, right? But it's one or the other. It's never just none of them, right? And I think that that's an important thing to realize. So while people are really now starting to learn that what they know is wrong about crypto, because a lot of people are learning, that's how they're ending up in nomics.com, right? There's no other way you end up in nomics.com unless you realize that you're looking at the wrong thing, right? Because how else do you have something like this, something like that, and nobody knows about it? How else?
Because it's a scam, dude.
Of course.
What are you talking about? Like, look at this chart. Obvious scam.
Of course, it's going up to the right when you cannot sell. There is no liquidity, man.
No, of course.
Never.
Of course.
Yeah, the $14 million a day that gets sold isn't enough volume for them. Like,
No.
how many millions are you trading a day?
Exactly. They need all the billions, baby.
All the billions.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
I mean, again, it just speaks to the level of ignorance that you just find with respect to what reality is in a lot of facets, right? And markets are no different. And this is why Hex always brings all of these different topics out, because everything is related, because everything is the same. People try to act like it's not, but it is. No matter what you want to say about it, it just happens to be all the same. So the sooner people come to terms with that, the sooner they'll be able to make money, because they'll see reality. And I don't mean make money like, you know, start a business, some dumb shit. I mean, like, find ways to constantly make money and, like, really, like, amplify your wealth, because you're not living in this farce world that's trapping you into these things like promise coins, right? Because you can't really sit here and think, excuse me, that these furus are constantly coming out, pumping and dumping on these people, and that they're constantly going back for more. You can't think that that's possible. Now, if you're just a person with money and a degenerate gambler, then that's your unique case. That's not going to be common.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not. And, you know, interestingly enough, I actually got in contact with somebody yesterday that has completely refuted my whole idea of RH going on these furu shows and, you know, bringing anybody over, right? But this is a special case because this person is actually a person of means. So they have some type of capacity in the first place, right? And when I was talking to the individual, you could tell. And that's important, because that does highlight that even though he's going over there and talking to these clowns, if one of those clowns happens to have a viewer of intelligence, then they'll kind of catch on. But my whole thing has always been, you know, if you got people watching that stuff in the first place, then the odds of them just having any kind of mental capacity in the first place is kind of bad. But but then I realized that maybe people just don't have the time, you know, so they just literally have to rely on that because that's all they know.
Yeah.
You know, because
when you're 7,000 coins, it's like
right,
hard to do your own research. Like
on all 7,000. Yeah,
100%, 100%.
So I'm gonna address this real quick, Cheetah Western. The reason why the whole crypto community is tied to BTC except Hex is our major liquidity trading pair is USDC. Everyone else, get this, listen to this. Everyone else pays Binance to create a trading pair with BTC on their centralized exchange, and then therefore tie their project's wealth to the price action and the volatility of Bitcoin. Can you imagine? You imagine these people paid millions of dollars to get tied to something that dips 85% in a down market. Just want to throw that out there.
Well, you know, what can you do?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Hey, please Please make our major liquidity pair the one that dips the most, please. Please. And we'll pay you millions for it.
Just for a little bit.
Yeah.
Just for a little bit. Just for a chance to get a little more taste at good price levels.
Yeah, just in case. Yeah. So we can see it.
Kinetics, you got your headphone out now, and you're cutting yourself off a little bit.
No headphones.
No, it's not you. Well, both of you are talking, and I'm missing every line. I really want to hear what you're saying.
What does it mean? Let's see.
I don't know. If you go mute for a second, Kinetics, can you speak?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Much better. Yeah.
Okay.
Speak now, because now I'm not muted.
Okay, I think your is that it?
Now it sucks. Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me unplug and replug.
Only a whales.
Hey, you guys. You know what? It's all good. I think it's you not them, Papa.
Hey, what the hell was that, Joe Exotic? All of a sudden,
Joe Exotic was here for a minute.
Yeah, I kicked him out. Never liked him anyway. Hey, where's the echo?
No,
what is that echo now?
Oh, hey. Now it's gone. Right.
You know what I think it's time for, Remarkable?
Yes. Okay, I'll say it. Hey, people in the chat, see you later. Bye. Outro. Ciao.